Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is just going to be a quick little tutorial. Soaps right here are from Bath and Body Works. They had like a super sale, so I'm sure they're gonna have like Black Friday sale probably coming up. They were $2.95, and then I was like, well, let's make it a little bit cuter with packaging and presentation, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna do a tutorial real quick on this. So the store, when I was checking out, the lady asked if I wanted gift packaging stuff, and I was like, well, sure. So she shoved some of these bags, which are bigger than what I need because I'm only using one soap, but it fit 2 soaps great, and some ribbon. So I was like, I could, you know, whether I don't use it or not, I'll take some. For these cute little soaps, I mean, they're cute on their own because they, you know, they do the cute little logos and stuff on here. But for this box, I originally did the box to fit exactly the measurements of this, and it didn't look right because I did want to add some crinkle paper and stuff. So what works best is a 5.5 by 6 inch piece of paper. So I'm going to cut that down right now. And I'm using, this is 110 pound cardstock. I mean, the sturdier, the better, you know? Okay, 6 inches by 5.5. This is super easy, super simple. There's a little bit more space on the sides than there is in the front and the back, if that makes sense. On every single corner, you're gonna go in at 1.5 inches. That's how tall the lip is gonna be on my box. So 1.5, rotate 1.5 all the way around. All 4 sides at 1.5. So there you go. Now, if you want to do photo matting, here's some paper. This is from the Fairy Tale Club, Andrea Bethke, and I'm just going to cut down some little slivers. You could use scraps, but I have a 12-inch piece of paper, so my normal lip is 1.5 inches. I'm going to go down to 1 inch and 1/4 and cut the entire length of the 12 inches. And this little piece will cover all 4 sides of my rectangle. I'm going to cut this down to 2 3/4. You're going to need 2 of those. So 2 3/4. Then for the little sides, you're going to need 2 1/4. And this will give you 1/8 of an inch border around the whole little thing. I like to fold on these lines before I start cutting. And you're just going to cut up one time. Just cut up the line, and then on this flap, I'm just going to cut a triangle off so that you don't really see it on the top when it folds over. Okay, again, I'm going to cut over on this side, a straight line. On the outer piece, I'm going to cut the triangle. Like so. And then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to do the same thing. Cut, cut, and then sliver, sliver. Sliver off the corner, sliver off the corner. So that's what I have. For this tutorial, for the sake of it, I would use the wet glue, but I'm just gonna get the 2 shorter sides and tuck them all onto the inside, and then my big pieces up, like so. So I'm gonna glue these guys real quick, one side at a time, because hot glue is faster for the sake of the video. So there's your box. You'll notice one side is longer than this side, and this will be the front, like so. So on the sides, you can see the crinkle paper, versus like this, you have a big old gap right here. You don't want that. You want the space on the sides. Super cute. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to glue all these photo mats on, like so. And you can stitch these if you want to go a step further. I am going to put that ribbon on here though. Cute little box, and then here's the ribbon. It has their logo on it, Bath and Body Works, so it just looks a little bit, you know, cuter, fancier. You kind of get the center and pick one of them, like so. And then I'm going to use some ephemera. This is also from the Fairy Tale Club. This collection is the merriest. So many cute little ephemeras. It's like really hard to pick just one. I like something with like a gap, like a leg or something, because like look how much cuter it is. Versus like covering the word all the way, you would just cover some of it. So cute. So I'm going to do that. One leg in, one leg out like this. Hold the 2 together so you know kind of where, and add a little bit of glue to the ephemera piece. Okay, so I have the ephemera down. Now I'm just going to lift and do the ribbon. As straight as you can, as centered as to wherever you glued it down at. glue. This part I would definitely use hot glue just because of its ribbon. You want it to stick for sure. And you can't just cut off at the end of the word because it's going to overlap. So you need to cut all the way off, like right here, so that it covers the rest of these words. And glue. Quick and easy. Make sure your stuff lines up. Place. And just like that, look how cute. You got your little ephemera piece. Okay, I've got some cute shred. And you're gonna need more. You gotta put it in after the fact. So there's lots of yellow, mint, pinks in this collection. It's super cute. Everything just looks cuter with the shred. Fun shred. And then also with this size of this box, you could scoot the lotion over a little bit. You could add chapsticks in here. I mean, you don't even need to scoot it over. Peppermint, your little candy cane. Like, look how cute. Just depending on what you want to stick in here. I'm going to take the chapstick out. I have cute boxes for the chapstick already. Okay, so I'm going to use their bag. You could easily use your own bag, make it super cute with, like, you know, pattern baggies. Okay, so stick it in the bag and go to one corner, and then basically just follow the gusset on the big baggy side and fold it all the way over. You're gonna have this big lip, which is fine. You're going to take that with some clear tape. Okay, and then for that bottom flap, you're gonna fold it over, kind of like wrapping Christmas presents. The weight of the lotion will let it stand on itself still without like falling over. Can't tell, but it's standing up on its own. And then with their bags, I'm just gonna cut a good 2 inches off. Straight across, nothing fancy. I'm gonna fold it over twice, pinch, and then staple twice. One on each corner so that it's not coming undone. And then I made these cute bows. These are from KS Craft. It's a bow bag topper. This is the large size. I think I'm gonna do the darker pink, yeah. And I just get a little bit hot glue right through the center and glue it right on the staples. So cute. And then you can go steps further. I'm gonna glue on these flare buttons. These are also from the Fairy Tale Club. Some hot glue. And right in the center of this bow. And look how cute this is. Bath & Body Works, if they were crafters, they'd package this up like this for you. Like, how cute would that be? Love, love, love. And super quick and easy. Obviously, I was going a little bit slower because I'm doing a tutorial and showing you guys, but once you start doing those boxes, you can whip them out really quick. Great for like craft fair ideas, teacher gifts, stuff like that. It looks nicer than just a thrown bottle of soap in a bag. All right, bye guys. Catch you on the next crafty video.